What's going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean the Glock 19 here, Gen 5. Alright, pretty excited to get into that with you guys. And first we're going to go over what you will need. So we got gun cleaning rag, so you'll need at least one of these. Some gun patches, bore snake, nylon bore brush that comes factory with the Glock. Then we got a jag with a spinner, nylon brush, double-sided Q-tips, and some Lucas gun oil. There's several different types of oil that you can use. This is just what I'm using. Alright. Let's get right into it then, shall we? Folks. I'm gonna show you that this gun is clear. Nothing there. Just to be sure, we're gonna pull it back, point it in a safe direction, pull the trigger. Then we're going to disassemble the Glock. You're gonna get it in like a C grip right here. You're gonna want to pull the slide back. Well, with the trigger depressed, you want to pull the slide back about 1/8 of an inch, and then slide stop, release. There we go. Now we got the gun in 4 parts here. And we're gonna start cleaning with the barrel here. So what we'll do, get our nylon brush, apply some oil to it. Actually, we'll use the bore brush, my bad. Apply some oil to that. I'm going to start from the chamber end and we're going to push through to the muzzle end. We're going to do that several times. And then you're going to unscrew it and then do it again. Pull it out, screw it back on and do it again, because you don't want to push the debris out and then pull it back through. That's just kind of counterproductive, in my opinion. So you're going to do this several times. I would say 5 to 8 times probably. Alright, now we're going to use the jag here, get some patches, lay a few out, gonna want to do this 10 or so times until the patch comes out clean. But basically you're gonna do the same thing that you were doing with the nylon bore brush, but you're gonna be using the patches and the jag. You're gonna put a little bit of the CLP or gun oil on the patch. So we're gonna do that to each one of these. Gonna get our jag here, specifically for 9mm. This jag is. I'm gonna get it on, put the jag right there, and feed it through the barrel. You're gonna want to do it once per rag. You're gonna do it until the patches come out pretty much clean or damn near close to it. I'm probably gonna have to lay out more patches. Yep, gonna have to lay out some more patches. Apply some more oil. Come on. It's kind of hard to do this with gloves here. But hoping that will be enough. Alright, that's still dirty. You can still see some carbon coming off on the Alright, now we're going to take our nylon brush, apply some oil to the brush. Now we're going to scrub the outside of the barrel. Make sure you scrub the locking block, which is right here. All the edges on the block, right there. And the feed ramp, which is right here on the barrel. Just that. We don't want to get any oil inside the barrel. We want to leave that dry. And it's okay if we get a tiny bit in here right now while we're scrubbing the feed ramp. a locking block, because we're going to use the bore snake next and really get inside. Alright, you're going to get the one of your clean gun cleaning rags, wipe down the barrel. Then we're going to use our bore snake. Make sure the bore snake is for 9mm. Go into the same direction. Feed it in the chamber end, out the muzzle end. I'm gonna do that about 5 times. This is an optional step in the process, but I like doing this because it really makes the inside of the barrel look like black glass. Makes it really clean. It's kind of satisfying. So we're gonna look down in there. That looks pretty clean to me. Yep, I'd say that's good for the barrel. Alright, that's good for the barrel. Next we're gonna do the recoil spring here. Apply a little bit of oil to it, brush. Just want to brush it really good all over. Whoops. Then you're going to get the clean rag, wipe it down really good. That is clean. Same with the barrel. Now we're going to go for the slide. We're going to scrub this with the nylon brush and some oil, with the breech face facing down and the striking channel facing down, because we don't want to get any oil in there or in the breech face. Put some oil on the brush. Alright, and we're just going to scrub everything, every visible surface, the rails, very important. And the extractor claw, which is right there, and the breech face, which is right here. Those get really dirty. You do have to scrub them really well, that area. But at the same time, you don't want to get oil in there, so you kind of just got to be careful. You got to scrub it really good. Scrub that really good. So, yeah, so every visible surface is what we want, guys. So that means the outside too. So for the striker channel, right here, we don't want any oil in there whatsoever, so we're just going to clean it out with a dried Q-tip as best as we can. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna get some Q-tips, apply some CLP, and we're going to thoroughly use the Q-tip with oil on it and clean the rails of the slide, which is very important. We're also going to do the same thing with the breech face and the extractor claw. Fine detail those areas. This may take a while. You may have to use several Q-tips on the rails. They get really dirty. It takes a while to clean. Alright, so I've ran this Q-tip through both slides to both rails on the slide, and it's not perfectly clean, but I'd say that's good enough. I've used this many Q-tips, so it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take like 15 minutes alone just for you to clean the rails if you want to get them really clean. Alright, so we're gonna wipe this down with the clean rag. Wipe down the outside. Alright, so you want oil. Put a drop of oil, some oil on the rails here. Just a little. Put off to the side, and since we're doing that, you want to put some oil on the locking block here. Drop, a drop there, a drop there. Pretty much anywhere that you would think there would be oil, metal on metal contact, metal on metal wear. So yee. All right. Wipe off my gloves. Alright, wipe off my brush. Put some oil, good amount of oil on there. You know, I'm gonna hold this with a rag because I have oil on my gloves and I don't want to get oil on these handle it grips. They're like adhesive. If the oil gets on the adhesive, it could eat it, so I don't want the grips to come off. Alright, so start scrubbing at every visible surface here. Focusing on the rails. Any point that you could see there would be metal on metal wear. Alright, we're going to take some Q-tips and fine detail. So we're going to focus mainly on the rails here. Like I said, anywhere where there's metal on metal wear or contact. Gonna probably need several Q-tips for this as well. See, that end's already dirty, pretty dirty, so we'll switch ends. Try and get every little side of the frame, the entire outside. So I'm not gonna go over the part where I have my grips on, because I don't want to get the oil on that. But yeah, the trigger and the trigger guard behind the trigger is important. The trigger itself. Behind the trigger. Alright, now we're gonna get the clean rag and then run it through the mag well. Be careful with the intricate parts in the frame. I'm just gonna do that a couple of times. Right, and finishing off the slide, we're going to apply some oil to where the trigger guard touches the connector at the right rear of the frame. So let's see, that is right there, right rear of the frame. So just a drop there, all in there, drop there, and then you put one drop on each rail. All right. We're done with the frame. Next, I'm going to show you how to clean the mag here. Just want to get your brush, a little tiny bit of CLP, brush the follower. Wipe it off real good. You don't want to get oil in the magazine, you just want to wipe it off. Now, if you were to drop this in the dirt or mud, you'd want to disassemble it to clean it, but this is good enough for now. Alright, now it is time for reassembly of the handgun. So we're gonna get the barrel and the frame. The barrel and the slide. And put the barrel goes in just like that. Gonna take the recoil spring. The black part goes in line with the barrel, and then the silver part just clicks onto the middle step on the barrel. So just like that, as you can see. Wipe this down a bit more. Alright. Gonna take off the gloves for this part. Alright. I'm gonna get the frame here. You're just gonna line up the rails as best as you can. And then you're going to slide it on and then pull back the slide. Pull the trigger, you should hear a click. Do it again. Just to make sure everything is functioning properly, you'll get an empty magazine. You will insert it, rack the slide, and then it should lock into place. And then you'll just hit the slide release and then pull the trigger, and you're all good.